Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Greg here, Gondel Outdoors. I know it's been like stupid long since the last time I did a video, and I keep saying I'm going to do videos every week. Unfortunately, with the amount we've been guiding, with work, one of our daughters graduated. It's just been a busy mess. But yesterday, I got a comment on a video that we did on the Ridgeline Tech Pack from Fishpond. And I promised this gentleman that I would do a video to help him out with the question that he had. So as you can see, I already have the Ridgeline Tech Pack on. So the Ridgeline Tech Pack, if you didn't watch our other video, this is a vest backpack combo. You can do just the backpack, you can do just the vest. The reason I do this is because I also can take this vest off, put my Stealth on, and still have a backpack. As a guide, especially when we do walk wade trips, we have sometimes a lot of extra gear we have to take. So my Storm Shadow Stealth Pack is by far my favorite vest of all time, my chest pack, whatever you want to call it. Love that thing to death. I'm glad they came out with a new color this year. But in certain circumstances, I do have to have extra gear when we're on the water. So this is where the Ridgeline Tech Pack comes into play. Obviously, we're a big supporter of Fishpond, so I use a Fishpond Nomad net, which is currently right here in my pack. Now, I do have a Yakota net cover on it, especially when it's stored in my truck. That way I don't have to worry about my net bag getting tangled into anything. Plus, it keeps it kind of fresh. So the question he had was how I get the net into the net holders, which are located on the back of the pack. So again, this is not something where you're just gonna like poof, get it, use it, and it's gonna be fine. The first couple times I used the outside net holders, which is where the net is stored currently. They want to tip. The net wanted to tip in it. I kind of had to play with it a little bit to figure out where it exactly had it sit. But because of the Storm Shadow, where my net holder is on that, it's directly in the center of the back. It's a slightly bit bigger than what's on this backpack. So going to this, it takes a little bit of getting used to. So the easiest way I've come to figure it out, number one, I'm right-handed. So don't ever want my right hand having to get my net. Same thing when it's in the Storm Shadow, I use my left hand to draw it out like a sword. So when I'm fishing by myself, my left hand is what gets my net at all times. When I'm guiding, I'm not fishing. So it really doesn't matter what side it's on, but I prefer it to be on my left side. And the reason being is I'm going to show you for a certain thing here. So as you can see, it's sitting kind of tipped right now. The handle of the net is facing forward. I use a longer handled net. Unless I'm out by myself, sometimes I do switch to the smaller Nomad. Where I don't have to, have to worry about the long handle, and I just use a magnetic release to get it on and off. But in the guiding situations, I always have my long handle net. I want to get that fish into a net as quickly as possible so that we don't have to worry about fish possibly dying. My client's much happier if I get the fish quicker. So that's just the way we like to do it. So as you can see, again, this right now, the handle is facing in front of me. It did tip a little bit in the holders. So when I'm guiding, I always hold the bottom part of my handle with my right hand like this. Excuse me. So you can kind of see the net basket sticking out over my left shoulder. And this makes it easier if a client does hook up. I can use my right hand to push, my left hand to grab, and now I have my net handy. I can scoop that fish for him, no problem. The other thing a lot of folks do is they trap the handle kind of between your butt cheek and your leg a little bit. It's kind of just keeps it balanced behind your back. But he asked, the main question was how to get it into those holders. So you have to become a little bit like Gumby in this situation. So again, I go to my left side over my left shoulder. So I take my right hand, I bring my right hand around, you can see it here, and I feed the handle in until my right hand can grab it, and then pull it straight back down, and voila, it's in the net holder, just like so. Now, some folks do still run a mag and a leash on the net here, because if you're walking and you're not holding the net, it can tip out, especially if you lean down. it can slide out. So having that leash or a magnet on it keeps it in the position you want it. The other thing you can do, I know it's a little bit harder to see, so right now I have the handle running down my left hip. So if I'm in a situation where I don't want to, or my arm's getting tired and I don't want to hold the bottom of the handle with my right hand while I'm guiding, I let it ride on my left hip. I definitely don't ever want it to be on my right, because I keep my O-Pro's rod holder on my wader belt on my right side. So if there's a rod there, my neck gets in the way, I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. It doesn't make things any easier. So again, I can push up with my left hand to get the net raised, and then I let it drop, and again take my left hand and grab it, and again I'm ready to scoop a fish. But again, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but you take your right hand. If you're going to the opposite side, you're going to take your left hand. There is a holder on both sides, but you're going to take your right hand around the pack. Now if the pack is really, really full, it does get to be a little bit of a pain to do this, but once you kind of get used to it, your hands, you'll become more nimble to get it back there, to grab that bottom of the handle. The one that I have the most problem with on this particular pack is the center one, because I can't reach it 100% with my right hand, so trying to guide the net into it is a little bit of a pain. Where the one that's on the Storm Shadow, it's nice and big, and I can literally just, almost like I'm putting a sword in a sheath, and it goes right in. I don't have to worry about it. So again, this is a great setup, and I do love this pack and Vest combo. It does just take a little bit of getting used to get your hands to kind of do what you want them to do. And again, there is a holder on both sides, so depending on whether you're left hand dominant, right hand dominant, or what side you prefer your net to be on, that's the side you're going to want to put it on. I also had another question on the last video we did on this pack about my hydration unit. So I use a platypus bladder. It's a 3-liter bladder, it fits in there no problem. I fill it up, doesn't take up any extra space. It does have the bite valve on it, and the only thing I wish that this pack had was a holder for the straw, which it doesn't, which is fine. It doesn't really get too much in the way. Once in a while it'll bounce like out over my shoulder and I'm kind of like looking for it, but the 3-liter platypus will fit inside the Ridgeline no problem. Yeah, so I hope that helped you out getting the net in and out of this pack. Again, it's just a little bit of practice, getting your hands to kind of bend, stretch, and I'm a pretty old guy, so I'm not as limber as I used to be, but you know, again, it's just getting that right hand up underneath that net holster until you can feel the handle, and then just pull. And again, it's great because you can push with the right hand, you can push with the left hand to get it up. Once you get it up, I can grab here. I like to reach my hand around, so I grab the base of the basket right where the split is in the handle. And that way I can really scoop fast if I had to. If not, you can go the other way, grab it here, and then you just have to get it out to both hands. That's all. But yeah, so this is, again, it's a Fishpond Nomad net. This is their long handle. I don't remember the name of it. Let's see if it's on here. And of course I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it. I do put the rubber net cap on, just because a lot of times I use it as a little bit of a wading stick. And I have a coated net bag for it, and that works awesome. I have drawers in my truck, and this way I'm not catching anything. But hopefully that helped. Please like and subscribe our videos. We talked about a big announcement the last time. That announcement will probably come the end of July. I promise I'll try to do better with some videos here. Again, we've just been guiding like crazy, and just been a lot of stuff going on lately where I don't have the time, which is a good thing, but at the same time, we'd like to produce more stuff for you. So in the meantime, like and subscribe to the page. Have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know. Other than that, tight lines, stay fishy. We'll talk to you later.